'Twas a glad thing to find Sir Norbert in good health. Shall we get him back to Melv? I know the way. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen. Over here!
An appropriate choice arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
Back at last. That?
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. And mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets, even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered, if I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert's safe...
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Goblins, Master!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
Wise of you to bring me along, Master. My sorcerer skills are just what we need here. Shall I assist?
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claim it. Our kingdom sees many challenges, but they are not dealt with lightly. Let's hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite us.
This battle is ours!
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the... If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here. I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Harpies, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Well done.
Your equal arisen.
There's no avoiding your overconfidence. Our foe is not yet routed.
A resounding success.
Chest. I'll examine its contents, shall I?
What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops! Great! Be on your guard! It seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes for easy prey.
I am well aware.
Seems we've worn out our foe. Will not find a better moment. Seize the bruised arm and bring it crashing down. Could I trouble you to assist me?
It's time we made a quick update to inform the people of Dogma that the Arisen has come.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your...
This is generally...
Well now! The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
We've got goblins! It's a bit early to be thanking me. The enemy yet remains.
I concur.
Huzzah!
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during...
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not... I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch out. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Your anger is well justified, and I shan't deny you it. However, I am obliged to make you aware of your situation. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir...
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
Isn't much to go on. Ought to set my round. Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Let him try and starch over us.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Aye, this year's yield looks to be plentiful.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
I have no issue falling asleep. Even...
Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Shall we get underway?
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Now, where was I headed?
Well met, sir.
I heard a rumor that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Truly?
Quite. Though no definitive records remain.
Townspeople depend on me.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation? I thank you, your Majesty. There are three. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
We have been charged with the felling of monsters. We ought take the time to evaluate our...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now. Though, I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
This way, if you please.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
There's adventure to be had.
I need to replenish my stock.
It's well tiring being so alert all day long.
I worked hard today. I think I've earned a rest.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
Forgive me if I do not jump towards your ship.
Phantoms, there! Oh, I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
A well-aimed strike, right where it hurts.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Impeccable! Oh. I'm on ship. Sure, how best
The night sky is a balm to the battle-weary heart.
Right you are.
Why must we walk the forest tonight?
We shall have to be all the more wary.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. That is a surprise.
Feast your eyes on this.
I can't wait to find out what's inside. Everyone has their own reasons for doing battle, but knowing that doesn't make it any easier to join the fray.
You'll have to do better than that.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
I learned of a campsite near here in my time beyond the rift. If you follow me, I'd gladly lead the way.
I'm in the place for that in gold as well as blood.
What could yon chest be hiding?
Protect the shipment! Steel yourselves! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
V! How did this happen? We must defend the cargo!
They're a tenacious lot.
That's that, then.
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
I'm not taking any passengers just now.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
How might I be of assistance?
All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monsters. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought to see this to its destination.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
This may require a delicate touch.
Out of the car.
I espy a hobgoblin!
We're still in the fight. Feast your eyes on this!
Show them your metal! Foremost priority is undoubtedly great.
This fruit has quite the temper.
Might be not use their range to our advantage.
I'm not going to take that from you. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Twas a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
I feel my age every time
Time to be heading home.
I'm in fine fettle today.
We've no healing magic at our disposal, so a curative will have to do.
Hold on. I had something on the tip of my tongue.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now...
We'd best report back.
The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Here at last.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melve? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them.
'Tis as you say. Horns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates. We have yet more locations to attend to. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here.
I never dreamed to meet such a foe here, of all places.
How do you like that? must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
What's the point? The morrow will be no different.
I'm not risking my life for a pittance.
Well, that wasn't a homecoming I envisioned. Are you really thinking about
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early green gets the worm, as they say.
Seems we have enraged our foe.
A reckless opponent makes an easy prey.
Right, I've got a grip on our foe. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Confidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every hand.
There are one or two places of interest.
Look, Master, goblins!
What bothersome bore put a chest all the way over there?
How might we approach it?
You'll not live to regret this.
You've my gratitude. I've been meaning to thank you. Here.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. The Arisen has been put to sleep.
Loath as I am to deplete our stock of curatives, we've little choice without a mage.
There are other matters. I'll go and open the chest. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
A firm push is what's needed here. A fine display of skill.
Focus. That's what continues.
Not a bad idea. Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well, well, that's quite a discovery.
Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there in our current location. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go. Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
Onward! Adventure awaits!
Right you are. One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
All done, then?
I concur.
We have yet more locations to attend to. I say we start with the location nearest us. 'Twill save us a world of effort. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Tis overly narrow here, and ill-suited to combat.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
There will be other opportunities to lead, but now let us follow.
What has come over you, Arisen? We have yet more locations to attend to. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. could look upon this sky for all eternity, if it wasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble ere long.
Could you come over here?
Goblins approach!
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
This way, if you please, Master.
I learned of a forgotten riftstone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it if you like. Bear in mind that the brutals seek unlimited and wavering persistence.
It's a tendency we might exploit, though to do so would be more danger. This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel...
Oh, well met. Could you do me a favor, perchance? Thank you, sir.
Arisen. I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Over here!
Hard, be sure to avoid open flame.
This stellar bombardment shall leave nothing standing!
These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
Thank you, sir. I thought you might like this. I mean, I hoped.
Right. Just follow me.
You don't know a town till you met its people.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly, a small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
The old man is strange in word and deed, yet I can't quite bring myself to dismiss his tales for all that.
Curious, isn't it?
Mayhap his maundering will make more sense to us in time.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? Consarn it!
Was most effective.
Seems we've stumbled into Saurian territory. A new destination calls to you, I take it. Well, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take me. Us.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. Arisen, are you all right?
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save us? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
First things first, we must speak with Captain Brandt. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
The flicker of a shadow, the gleam of an eye, the echo of a footfall. If we hone our senses, no foe shall escape. Might we remove this hindrance? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
A tad too high, methinks. I've a means of getting over there, Arisen. Shall I assist?
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further.
This way, if you please. Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?